Hey, fellow caregivers, Barb Corley. I thought I would take a minute to tell you a bit about myself. You're probably wondering why I'm even bothering to talk about being a caregiver or doing these little caregiver videos. I have some experience in this field, or in this realm. I am an active family caregiver for a sister with developmental disabilities who lives with my parents, and I have a husband who's a military veteran. So with regard to my sister, I've really much been a caregiver with her since I was 4. She's just a little shy of 4 years younger than me. She lives with my parents. She does require 24-hour care. So I go there 3 days a week to help with her. In addition to that, I have a husband who's a military veteran, and with that, he's an amputee. He has dealt with post-traumatic. We're coming up on 20 years of marriage. So in that 20 years, we've dealt with cancer diagnosis, which he successfully has remained cancer-free for the last 19 years. So yeah, we found out he had cancer a year after we got married. We've dealt with post-traumatic. We are currently dealing with, and have for about the last 5 years, traumatic brain injury from a fall that he sustained about 5 years ago, which has had issues with balance, which has had issues with constant headaches. You know, he was a career military. So if you are familiar with anybody that was career military, they have all these fun adventures, and then life catches up and their body starts to really show the signs of abuse it's taken over the years from being active military. So we're dealing with a lot of those type things. So his mobility is very limited, which means the majority of things fall to me, which I am fine with. I'm a pretty organized person in terms of, jockeying things around in a schedule to be able to manage and get things done. I have also had to learn to cut some things out. You prioritize. So, within that's my work, as well as, I work pretty much full time. So I thought it was important to come on here and basically share that when I come on here and share tips, I'm sharing tips with you of things that work for me because I live it. I'm one of those people that I don't like for somebody to tell me what I need to hear. Like, don't tell me what I need to do. I'm tired. Don't give me advice if you don't live it, because you don't know what I'm going through. But I've learned over the years that while my story may not look like yours, caregiving, regardless of what the details are, have a lot of similarities. Caregivers all share the same worries and the same stresses, regardless of what the diagnosis is. So I continue to put things on here and share in the hopes that if it helps you, fantastic. Because if our voices are not heard, we're invisible. And I want you to know you're not alone. And I want you to know that you can continue to have a good quality life while you're caregiving. And there are things you can do to survive and to thrive in that role. So if you are a family caregiver, I'd love to know what your story, tell me your story. I'd love to hear it in the comments below. If this is something that you enjoy, please, and you would like to have these conversations with me periodically when I post, please subscribe. Like I said, I think there's power in knowing that you're not alone, and I think it's also good to connect with other caregivers just to be able to vent to a kindred spirit. So generally, people that cannot relate to being a caregiver, if they haven't been a caregiver yet, they likely will be in the future. The odds are kind of stacked in that direction. So I think it's important for us to be there for each other and to support each other in the role, because it can be a very challenging journey in life. A lot of lessons to be learned. But I also believe there's a lot of good that you can do, and it's a very powerful position to be in. So so that's kind of where my thoughts are today. I thought I would just stop on here and tell you a little bit about myself. So please share your story below, share your comments. I'd love to meet you in terms of through the comments and such below. But yeah, so I hope to be back on here more regularly as I can. I like to do these videos when the moment inspires, when I'm inspired in the moment to do them. I think they have a little bit more power than being scripted. So anyway, take care, and I hope to see you in the comments below. We'll talk to you soon.